Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I'm your host James, and there's a little bit of confusion at the beginning of this episode. Not confusion really. I was saying whether or not this was episode 12 or episode 13. It is episode 12 because scheduling conflicts with G-Rant. Hopefully we can get him in soon and get the podcast done. Yeah, it'll be awesome. So I hope you enjoy the podcast with OJ. Trying to keep things about under an hour long, so it's working well. And people are liking it, and people are listening to it, which is great. Now, on Friday, this Friday, coming up, let's see, October the 2nd, I think, or something like that. November the 2nd, sorry. We're going to have a special, another episode from Real Music, done on CKLU. OJ's putting it together, and then he's going to hand it over to me, and I'm going to put it on and host it here. Maybe forever. Who knows? So we had a special guest on there. There'll be a surprise for that. And I hope you enjoy the podcast. As always, like everything. That's what I want you to do. Like everything. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hey everyone, thanks for finding the podcast and taking time to listen. Ehnotherpodcast.com is where you can find everything to do with the podcast. Now, I'm on Twitter, Ehnother Podcast. You can just look it up, Ehnother Podcast. Thank you very much, and here is the show. Hello everyone, welcome to the show. I don't even know what episode this is. Do you have any idea?
I have no idea.
Hey, OJ's back! OJ! Woohoo! Hey, did you notice that for some reason, every time I put the podcast online, your picture was coming up, and even if I added another picture, your picture still came up? And I was like, what the hell? It's my podcast, and his picture somehow fucking overrides mine?
Yes!
It's fixed now.
Ah, darn, man. That was known as the OJ virus.
Okay, so the reason why I asked what what episode it was is because the last episode online is 11, and this may be 12 or 13.
But you also have a Real Music.
I put it on.
Yeah, you have an episode of Real Music on there as well, right? So does that count?
No, those were just special ones.
Okay.
And so depending on what we're going to do after with that, we can discuss that on the way to the radio station. But we'll see what we can do with that. But this may be episode 12 or 13 because I am supposed to get together with G-Rant to record. And it's supposed to be tomorrow if everything goes to plan. And if not, then this will be episode 12. And if he does come, then his will be episode 12, and then this one here, episode 13, which would work well because it would be a Halloween episode.
Yeah, because if you reverse it, it's 31. That's Halloween. So.
Yeah, but I like 13.
And so do I.
13 is my lucky number.
13 is a good number.
Yeah, so I have some news for you, actually, because I was asking you questions. I was texting you one day. Okay, and we got to talk about your text etiquette, because I'm like, what the hell is this guy? I don't know. I can't tell if you're happy or if you're sad. But anyhow, because I'll say something and you just write cool with a K. And I'm like, I don't know if he's just like, if it's like a brush off. So I'm like, hey, OJ, I'll be home at 10. So if you come, we can record. I'll show you how I do the intro, and then we can record a podcast. And it's just like one answer, cool. So I don't know if it's just like, yeah, bro, whatever, or if it's just like, cool, I'll be there. Or, like, I have no idea how to read that. Because the whole feeling I get all the time is just like this. Cool.
Cool.
Like,
mellow.
Okay, man. Okay, stop texting me. Anyhow, so I was texting you the other day. I was asking you questions about the Spartans.
Yes.
Because ever since we talked, I was like, I wonder, how much does it cost? So I think I'm working hard at getting into shape, and I'm going to try out for Spartans in spring.
Okay.
So, not that I needed your help, I just wanted to know what the inside and outs were, right? Yeah. So I think I'm announcing it now. I'm going to try out for the Spartans in the spring. That's my plan.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. It's like the, cool. With the shifty eyes.
Yeah, cool.
Cool.
No shifty eyes.
Cool.
Shifty eyes. If you wanted to, I'm just trying to pull it up here. On November 24th, between 2 and 5, the team is doing a registration day.
Oh, are they?
so they can so you can pre-register for 2013.
Oh, okay.
And go up there and you can just so that we've already signed at least one person so far.
Yeah.
Since you talked to me then. Yeah.
Yeah, if I make it up, I'll go. Where is it?
At the Legion.
The Legion?
In Middle Lake.
In Middle Lake.
Branch 76.
Yeah.
So.
Do you get lots that usually pre-register, or what's the advantage of pre-registering? Besides the fact they're look at you and say, "Oh, this guy will never make it."
No, it pretty much gives us a good look at our numbers.
Yeah.
For player wise, for the new season, we try and get it when we first came back, for the 2011 season.
Yeah.
We were doing pre-registering all in November. Pretty much October, November, I think it was of 2010.
Yeah.
And just to get everybody on board, so that when we went to the meet, we had to do that because we needed our numbers up and to show that we have these guys
who
really want to play.
Yeah.
And we present it to the league because league meetings in November. So.
Okay. So would I be on the bench?
Hey, it all depends on what position you want to play.
I don't know yet. That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of like would you say short? Am I short?
A little bit.
Well, 5'7".
Yeah.
Is that short?
No.
Or is that below average?
That's around average.
Is that around average?
Yeah.
For Canadians, I think it's around average.
You're probably looking at depending on what you want to do. If you like pushing and shoving, probably O-line or D-line. If you want to
well, I'm planning on getting in shape so I can maybe
running back.
Maybe running back, or I want to be like Clay Matthews.
Why?
Because he's so awesome. Hey, have you seen the commercials on? Do you have NFL Network at home?
Yeah.
So have you seen the commercials with his big heads? Commercial? Is it big heads? Or, those big cardboard things they make?
Yeah.
Or fat heads? Fat heads.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, fat heads. I seen the commercial yesterday. The guy's he's funny, and I thought if anybody was cast as Thor, Clay Matthews could play Thor.
What, the comedic version?
No, but Thor was comedic in the movie in Avengers.
Yeah.
Speaking of superhero movies, before we get on topic of superhero movies again, we'll get it out of our system now. So later on, we just talk about.
No, we'll be talking about it tonight too.
Are we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Arrow. Have you checked it out?
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. I like the. Okay, so we're talking.
I want to talk
TV.
about this. No, I want to talk about this.
This is TV, so okay.
Yeah. We're talking TV, but I want to find out because first, I did what I wanted to do. I said that your text message thing, etiquette. Do you want some water, by the way? Are you thirsty?
Not yet.
Okay, good, perfect. So Arrow, the first episode I watched, and it was good, right?
Yeah.
They explained the story really well, really quick, and not to get you bored. The backstory, right?
No.
Of him. That's the one I seen, was the first one about him, and he comes back to Star City, and then there's a couple of flashbacks of him in a boat and landing on the island, and his dad basically killing himself.
And what I liked about the backstory is the fact that they kept it similar to Smallville. His Oliver Queen's character in Smallville. Yeah. They kept that backstory so that way people know, so they don't steer away from that way they don't have to bring in the whole comic book aspect of it, his origins back then, of his origins. That way it's already in there. It's already established that he was on an island, whatever, deserted, an accident, whatever. And now, even though it has nothing to do with Smallville, because it's a different actor playing him too and everything.
Who is he? He seems familiar. What has he been in before? Because he seems really familiar.
I can't remember.
I have to check. The reason why I bring it up, this Arrow thing, last night I finally watched episode 2.
You're only watching 2?
No, maybe I watched episode 3 because maybe I missed the pilot.
Okay, go.
Okay, so
go.
Last night when I'm watching it from this past week, he goes. Deadshot was in it.
Oh, that's third episode. Yeah.
Okay, so I missed the pilot then.
Yeah.
Okay, so Deadshot is in it, and they kill him off really quick. Right? Which is kind of weird. But the one thing I had an issue with, and I was like, that's not... What? he's on the island, okay, but then when he's looking into Deadshot, and he finds out the bullets are traced back to the Russian mafia, right?
Yeah.
So he goes to the Russian, mechanic place, and he takes out the guard, basically, and he's talking Russian to him, and he shows him a tattoo on his chest to say that he's a Russian captain in the mafia. Where did that come from? Because it just got me, caught me by surprise and out of the blue. That I was like, what? I don't know this storyline, and it didn't seem like it should be there, actually. That's not part of the real storyline, is it?
Well, what I really like about how they're doing the show is they're going back and forth. His time on the island to present day. And some of this, like this week's episode with the poison, it showed how he developed the antitoxin for it and such. So we'll probably see more of that.
Well, I would suspect that somewhere along the line he's going to hook up with the Russian mafia on the island, because that's who is hunting that one guy. But in 5 years, hypothetically speaking, this episode is going to be all about hypotheticals. You're going to see that in a few minutes. Hypothetically speaking, you could not become a captain in a Russian mafia and be American. Maybe. But in 5 years, I don't think so.
Who knows?
But yeah, I was caught off guard by that, and I searched it up last night, and there seemed to be a lot of confusion. How is he a Russian captain? It just seems weird. It does seem weird. And then the episode closed out with his bodyguard, who he's taken out on a number of occasions and choked him out. Or I guess I saw the second episode, not the first one, and he choked out the guard, his bodyguard, and left them there at the restaurant. And it's just these two should be friends, actually, and so they can work together. So I think that's where they're going to bring it, judging by the end of episode 3.
But now you haven't seen the first episode, though, the pilot.
No, I didn't see it then.
That's when he came back and he called his little sister a nickname. And you know how his sister is a party goer.
Yeah.
She's into trouble and everything.
Yeah.
When I first heard him say the nickname to her, and then you see other stuff happening too with her, it's that's fitting. It's perfect. If they're gonna do that with that character, it's fitting. Because her nickname is Speedy, which is the name of his sidekick in the comic books.
Oh.
There's a very controversial and poignant issue from Green Arrow where it has to do with Speedy and being a heroin addict, a drug addict.
Oh, yeah.
So, to bring that in to the show and tease that her nickname is Speedy, could be interesting to see how they're going to develop that.
Yeah, because I never was really up on the Green Arrow as a hero. I was trying to think, isn't it was Hawkeye. I was getting confused for a second. There's two. Who would win, hypothetically, Arrow or Hawkeye, if they had to fight each other?
Arrow.
Arrow would win?
Oh, yeah.
He's got more backing. More. I would always think Hawkeye would be better.
No.
No? No. Okay, well, so why would Arrow be better?
Just
because he's rich. And he's Playboy.
That too, and he's got the nice one-liners too.
Yeah.
If you ever watch, if you ever listen to read the books, and even the small appearances that there's a DVD that DC put out. They always put out those animated films, and the current one right now is part 1 of Dark Knight Returns, which is 1986, based off the 1986 Frank Miller futuristic Batman. It's that he's in retirement, and then he decides to come back, which is the inspiration for the 8-year gap of Dark Knight Rises.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was pretty much the inspiration.
Yeah, I think Ralph Garman was talking about it or something somewhere.
Yeah. So, and then part 2 comes out in the I'd like to say spring, but it comes out next year, 2013. Not exactly sure when, but they've already got casting. Conan O'Brien's going to be in it as the voice. In the first half, you find out that Two-Face has gone through reconstructive surgery to fix his face, and but that's all it fixes, because you find out later on that he's the bad guy that's doing all this stuff that Batman. The reason why Batman came back, and Batman's fighting all these mutants and everything. That's only 2 of the baddies in that one. The book has so much to happen, and it's going to be happening in the second half, which involves death of Wonder Woman, death of the Joker, and then you see Green Arrow show up and help out with the battling Superman.
Yeah.
And but he's only got one arm. So I'm waiting to see how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
Animated style type of thing. They've also announced 2 more animated ones, and one is Kevin Conroy. I guess his name. He did Batman.
Yeah, he does Batman.
Yeah, he's been signed on. He said that at Comic-Con that he's going to be reprising his voice again for another DCU animated film, and it's called Flashpoint, and it's the Flash and his storyline from the comic books.
Oh.
And then there's another one coming out that involves Supergirl. Did you ever see Apocalypse? The Superman Batman Apocalypse?
No.
Has to do with the coming of Darkseid and Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
So Supergirl is like her first appearance. It's from the comic books of Superman and Batman, and she ends up being taken over to, as it were, the dark side by Darkseid. You know. So, but they just announced too that the girl that did the voice for Supergirl there will be doing it for this one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I still have to finish watching Smallville. I think I got 2 seasons left.
yeah, I got caught up to it right with the 10th season.
And then you...
Like, pretty much like,
Yeah.
I was like, as soon as I was done, it was like a month later, it was starting up. So, yeah, it's the same thing happened with Lost as well.
Yeah.
I got caught up with it in 6 seasons. Like, I still have arguments with people about the ending of that show.
Yeah, well, I never watched it, and I don't plan on watching it, because I always heard that they were all dead, so I'm not watching it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, how do you know they were all dead?
Wow. I don't know, but I'm just...
Because, like, you can tell people, too, it's like if you ever end up watching this, like, if you ever cave and watch it, there's sections of it where, well, what about this part? And what about that part? Like, how do they know? If they were dead the entire time they were on the island, then what about the others? They never met them before.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
But, like, if hypothetically speaking, you know, you were young, right?
yeah,
You did stupid stuff when you were younger?
of course.
Okay, so what if... I thought about this the other day. It's kind of weird that we were just talking about that, and it leads into this. What if you died, but to your family in the other world, you're dead, but somehow here, your mind has created them here, and they're all with you, and they're all growing up and doing what they're doing, and you're living in this reality, but you're dead in the original reality. Yeah, it's all weird. It's all hypothetical, I said. Like I said.
I look at it as being the season 6 being their that they had died. Instead of crashing and
And dying?
and dying. They're on the island, and it is a mysterious island to begin with. That's what they built it as and everything. It's like, why take that mythos away?
Yeah.
You know? And then, on top of that, they explain it right at the end. It's like, well, when you die... Because what happened in the show was... there's sections of the seasons, certain seasons, where they'll be in present day, and then they'll flash forward or flash backwards, type of thing. In the last season, they were flashing sideways.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
If you were dead in another
No, but they were
explaining. But you're alive now, but you just slid over.
But they were like explaining, like, okay, this is future. This is okay. They got off the island, okay, and now they have to go back to the island. They go back in time. They do this and do that, and what I look at it as being them as a side is the fact that the 5 seasons, okay, they all lived that through. Get to the 6th season, that's when they died. Because that sideways thing is, the original concept was a crash. Well, when you die, you're in a happy place. So the flash sideways thing is that they died in that season, so they go back to the plane, and the plane actually doesn't crash, and it goes and it lands. That's where I see it as being.
So
I want to believe that that's a mysterious island.
Yeah. There was a discussion. I'm going to bring this right to the Halloween part of the episode that I have planned. You are a fan of film.
Yeah.
And I think, like, horror holds a certain place in your heart somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure if it's top favorite or somewhere in the middle.
It is.
It's top favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there was a discussion yesterday with some friends I had about zombies.
Okay.
And I don't know what show you have planned later, but I can talk to you about it now.
Yeah.
And this is a hypothetical question, because the hypothetical question was, if you were pregnant, right, and zombies came finally, right? Would you? I'm going to read out the options here because this is what I wanted to do, and I'm going to go back to it. So there's a special post about this, and I'm going to give you my views on it, and then
you got a slow computer.
No, it's just really shitty. So I just want to go here. So there are 4 options that were given. Abort the child to spare it from a life of suffering. Okay?
What's the question again?
The question is, the zombie apocalypse is upon us, and you find out you're pregnant, or for the guys, you find out a member of your group is pregnant. Do you abort the child to spare it from a life of suffering? Okay? Abort the child out of consideration for safety of your group. Which I don't understand that question, but it seems weird.
What?
Send yourself or the pregnant member of your group into exile. Okay? Or have the baby as it is and only hope for the future. Okay? So that was my pick, because I would go down fighting, right?
Yeah.
But my hypothetical question is, because it doesn't matter what all the answers were. Okay?
Yeah.
My hypothetical question is, OJ's having a squirrel moment. I should have turned the TV off. It's got NFL Network on with no sound.
And it's a show that what is it? Sound FX.
Yeah.
So you can't really. I'm describing it. He's punching his quarterback. What the fuck?
Yeah. What the hell's going on? So my hypothetical question came to them. Okay. What if everything we know about zombies is wrong, and they're nice, and they're happy to be alive or undead or whatever they are, right? And they're not looking to eat you or infect you with a zombie virus. Maybe they come back and they're happy and because they see the sun in the sky and they feel the wind in their few hairs they got left because they're zombies. And what if they get their hands on an iPhone or some kind of smartphone and just are like totally in love with it. Or Abe Lincoln comes back and he runs for president because he never was voted out either or lost or anything. He was killed, right? But what if? What if they're nice? What if they're not looking to eat our brains or eat us or
See, that was the concept that I had for a movie. It was going to be a short. It started off being I could do a feature for it, but it would drag
here's
out.
The twist.
So
here's the twist. No, we can do this. Okay,
yeah.
Can we throw some ideas together?
Yeah.
And then maybe what we do is do like, how long would it take to do a YouTube thing with some friends? Get some friends together and do it. The reverse ideology of it would be that the zombies come back, everyone's freaked out because of everything that they've learned already about zombies, and they're killing the zombies, and the zombies just want to live. They're just happy to live. And the real horror story is for the zombies being killed by humans, and they're telling their kids, don't go out there, the humans will get you.
Yeah, that was the concept behind my idea was it was going to be just like a round table where these zombies are sitting at a table playing cards or whatever, and Jim and Jeff or whatever, they come in. It's like, hey, where's Bob? It's like, I don't know what happened, but some guy came up and just hit him in the head. And, I have no idea what's going on. And then you could do like flashbacks or whatever
And
of them, and they're because they're slow.
Yeah.
You put them in normal. That is actually speech. Okay, and because they're slow to us, to the living, as it were, in their world, we're fast.
Yeah.
It's like a high pitched squeak of the living voice.
Do you know what this is like? I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in at the end of the episode. I'm gonna look for it. I'm pretty sure I can find it on YouTube. And in fact, I'm gonna look for it in a few seconds. Do you remember the episode of King of the Hill? Do you ever watch King of the Hill?
Yeah.
And when they're telling the story about the fire and the different versions of the fire, they're in court.
Oh yes.
Okay, and what's the one guy? Bill, I think. No, Bill is the slow. He's slower talking. Hank. They're all telling their story, and every time they talk about Dale, they're talking about Dale, and he's going, "Hey,
he's talking fast." Yeah.
But then when he tells his story, you see it from his point of view, where everyone is like, I forget how they talked, but I remember his part. He was like, "Yeah, man, like it's all like," and he's like
he's
talking normal. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I'm gonna put that at the end of the episode. Is that copyright infringement?
I have no idea.
Just sound. It's from King of the Hill, Fox Studios. I don't want to get in shit here, but yeah, no, that would be funny. That. I was just thinking, like, what if the zombies are nice? Abe Lincoln, zombie president.
Hey, Blinken? What?
No, not Hey Blinken. I said Abe Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love that movie. Robin Hood Men in Tights. It's so funny. Oh, Master Robin, you lost your arms.
Oh,
but
you
grew some nice
breasts.
boobs. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so, anyhow, zombies. What do we know about zombies, besides the fact they want to eat your brains and infect you, which would really kill off their food source? Because after that, what do you do?
Now, that's the thing. They don't go... They're not going for the brains.
No, but they're trying to infect you.
You're already infected.
What do you mean I'm not infected? I wasn't bit by a zombie.
How do you know?
I don't know. Do you hear my dog snoring?
Yeah.
No, okay. Hypothetically speaking right now, I haven't been bit by a zombie. Okay. The purpose of biting someone...
Okay, so we're going in the... What universe are we in right now?
We're in the what we know of zombies right now. Not the hypothetical one where I just said they're nice. We're talking about zombies.
Oh, now we're talking about, like... Romero zombie or Walking Dead? Because The Walking Dead, do you know what that title refers to?
Well,
do you know what the title refers to?
No.
It refers to the survivors.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the show?
No, I don't watch it. I don't.
Oh my god!
I don't care about zombies. I'm just asking about zombies right now.
You gotta watch this show. This is a good show.
I watch zombies.
I
got no time to watch zombies. I'm watching Arrow. My wife is watching freaking Grey's Anatomy, and I'm forced to watch it, but I don't mind. But I got tons of shows I gotta watch. I just can't watch it. Do you watch Dexter?
Not yet.
Well, you should. That's a show you should watch.
Yeah,
but Walking Dead is on AMC, right?
Yeah.
So that means it's only 12 episodes a season.
No.
Right?
No. First season was 6.
Yeah.
Second season was 13.
Yeah.
This current season, they're going 16.
So this is the third season.
This is the third season right now.
And I could probably get everything on Netflix, actually.
Yeah. They have it on there now. Yeah. So it's a drama show. It's a soap opera. Just like your wife, you said she watches Grey's Anatomy. It's just like that.
Yeah.
Only,
with zombies.
But with zombies.
But I've seen little clips of it online, and it never really intrigued me on the actual.
You watch Game of Thrones?
I've watched it, but I don't have the movie network anymore, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I know what you're saying. It's a serial drama, basically, right? It's not like it's anything special. Like
the concept, you can probably hear interviews of it. He does. The second season had a half-hour talk show that was on after it. That would be like a.
The Talking Dead.
Yeah, The Talking Dead that's on after it.
I only know about that because of. Because of watching Comic Book Men after, and it's Comic Book Men is on after Talking Dead.
Yeah.
But it used to be, like last year...
It was sandwiched in there.
It was sandwiched in between The Walking Dead and Talking Dead.
Yeah. And it was an hour.
Yeah, an hour break in between the two shows.
No, Comic Book Men was an hour.
That's what I'm saying. There's an hour break in between the two shows.
So...
And that's hosted by Chris Hardwick.
Yeah.
Right?
From House of Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, but the thing with Chris Hardwick for me is he's got a cool voice, right? And I've listened to The Nerdist.
Yeah.
I can get into it every once in a while, but I can't listen to it for too long. But I have a picture in my head of what he looks like, and I don't want to ruin that picture because it's happened in the past where I hear somebody, I'm like, this is what they look like in my head, and then they don't look like that.
Okay, then don't watch House of Thousand Corpses because he's in that.
Yeah, because I think.
Have you seen it?
No.
You didn't see it?
No, that's a
Were you working at
movie, right?
Yeah. Were you not working at the theater at that time?
Maybe, but horror movies aren't really my genre, though.
What's your genre?
Like,
sports?
Yeah. If you go in my room right now and turn the TV on,
I'm not going in your room.
But I won't. I'm in the bed.
That's how horror stories start. Horror movies.
No, but if you turn the TV on in my room, it's on NFL Network. And when my wife gets home, it'll be on NFL Network, and she rolls her eyes because it's usually on NFL Network or TSN. I'm all about reality shows, like reality based type movies. Okay.
Like PA4. You watch those movies?
The Matrix.
That's not reality.
And well, every movie's made up, right? Yeah. What? No, I like sports stuff, but I don't like horror movies per se. I've watched Dexter.
Okay.
That's cool. Show.
You watch Sons of Anarchy?
No, I don't watch that.
It's a good show too.
Yeah. Anytime I think it's a biker movie, right?
It's a biker show, yeah.
Yeah. Anytime I think of a biker movie, I think of that Charlie Sheen movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Which one? Because when I think of biker movies, it's Stone Cold. There's a movie called Stone Cold.
Yeah.
With Brian Bosworth.
Yeah.
It's similar to. It's a similar story.
Yeah. Did you ever see Above the Law? I think Is it?
Yes. No, it's
Charlie Sheen.
It's Charlie Sheen, but it's not Above the Law. That's a Steven Seagal movie.
I thought it was called Above the Law.
It is. I think. Well, you got the internet, so.
Yeah, I got the internet.
Yeah.
I got the internet. I'm sure.
Oh my God! Just go on IMDb.
Above the Law.
Above the Law.
That's what I said. Oh, Beyond the Law. Beyond the Law. Okay, so you've watched this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, Beyond the Law. Yeah. Look how funny he looks. It's hilarious.
Now look up Stone Cold.
This is based on a true story.
Well, so is Stone Cold.
Okay? But wait, there's a part in this movie, right? Linda Fiorentino is the girl.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with this, right?
Yeah.
And she's on some kind of high, and he takes her in the Rusty Sheriff's badge. Right? He takes that Rusty Sheriff's badge.
Yeah, the Hershey Highway.
The Hershey Highway. And it was like a disturbing scene in that movie. But like, why go there?
What year was that? 93?
93, yeah. 93. And he looks, if you look, I know they're brothers, but if you just look like that, it's Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
It's the Mighty Duck Man himself. I was actually watching the Mighty Ducks the other day. Funny movie. So what was your question before that?
Nothing.
The other movie. You said
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Who's in that?
Brian Bosworth.
Who's that?
He's played for the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, it looks gay.
Same time though, eh? 91? Yeah.
2 years before.
Yeah.
Is it based on a true story?
Probably.
You sure? No, you can't say probably. You just said 2 minutes ago it was. I don't think it is. But I mean, it happens. I mean, like
stuff like that happens.
The possibility of it actually being similar to a story.
Like, look at the movie that's in theaters right now, Argo.
I want to see that.
It's based on a declassified story.
Yeah.
They had to change some of it just for the movie itself. You know, it's sort of like you always gotta look at the wording, the way they say based on true story, based on true events, inspired by true story, inspired by true events. Because you look at the original and the 2003 of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It says inspired by
actual events.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all the characters of that family were based on different personas of the Ed Gein, who was also the inspiration for the movie Psycho.
Like Psycho, the Anne Heche Psycho?
Well, that was the remake of Anthony Perkins.
I think some
The Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Yeah.
From
is that the same? Based off the same guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Texas Chainsaw movies, obviously they evolved through time and everything, but the aspect of Ed Gein in that is sort of like the different personas that he had. Even like if you watch Silence of the Lambs with Buffalo Bill, I think that's the character's name.
Yep.
Goodbye, horse. Yeah, and he wants to put on the
lotion on the skin.
but he wants to wear the skin, right?
Yeah.
That's what Ed Gein did.
Mm.
And he had furniture made out of chicken bones and human bones, just bones in general. You know, so
it's not very good to sit on.
No, very pointy, very bony.
Very bony.
Yeah.
Talk about sitting on a bony knee. Yeah, when I see a story, it'd be like inspired by actual events. You know that they've changed around. There's a story, there's a plot line there that
they have to.
It follows
to
yeah.
Yeah.
But years ago, they used to say based on a true story, but it was probably more inspired by
events.
Yeah, inspired by actual events. But before they used to say based on a true story.
You know,
but then it wouldn't be it would part of the plot would be there, but it would be still changed.
Yeah, it's sort of like driving down the road and I see a car turn on Timmy. It's like, that's inspired me. I gotta make a movie about that.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Yeah, so it's more accurate or more PC, more whatever it is, to say inspired by actual events.
Yeah.
Because it's inspired.
But actual events or true events,
yeah.
It all depends. Like his, there's a movie called Open Water.
Isn't that the one with the surfer chick?
No, that's Soul Surfer.
Oh.
Open Water is the I don't know how they would base this off of a true story, but it does happen. So as they say, inspired by, because they had to come up with a story.
Mm-hmm.
So they say inspired by true events, because people go missing when they go scuba diving. In groups,
Mm-hmm.
they get left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Not left behind, but a few weeks ago we talked about that.
Did you?
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Do you know that show?
Left
That
Behind?
movie, Left Behind?
I've heard about this.
With Kirk Cameron?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage is signed on board.
Is he?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. What the heck?
So anyway, yeah. So yeah, it all depends on what happens, because with the open water,
Yeah.
about this one couple that didn't make it back,
Yeah.
eaten by sharks. It's like, how do you know that happened? Like, oh, what they did out there and everything. Obviously, it's a story,
Yeah.
but it's based off of it started off the fact that people go missing. You know, when they go in these groups,
Yeah.
for scuba diving and wherever it was, and they go missing. They don't get counted up right. Like, you know, when you do the count of when you go on like for basketball trips,
Yeah.
and stuff like that, you got to count how many people you got on the bus before you leave the building,
Yeah.
and count how many are coming back as well. You know, type of thing, like from your event. So it's the same thing everywhere, but you know.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
I don't remember now.
Okay.
No, we were talking about Stone Cold and we were talking about
Yeah,
inspired by actual
Beyond
events.
the Law and all that, yeah.
Yeah, and then all that stuff. But yeah, it's the world is a twisted place. So like all this stuff, like zombies or whatever else. I don't know where these stories come from, but vampires. Believe in vampires?
Yeah.
Not like Twilight vampires.
Fuck no.
No. But
You gotta see Hotel Transylvania.
yeah,
Yeah.
I heard it's pretty good.
There's a scene in it where, like the climax of it, where he's come to realize that humans are nice, you know, type of thing.
So it's like like the reverse opposite of what we were just gonna do. Yeah.
And so, but his daughter's has got a birthday.
Yeah.
She's turning 118, and the whole story, the premise behind the whole movie is that a human shows up at this hotel that's just for monsters, you know.
Yeah.
So he's got to protect the monsters by saying, "Okay, you got to get out of here." And then he comes across all these costumes. Like, okay, fine, you can stay for a bit, but then you're gone, you know, because he doesn't know why I can't remember. I haven't really watched the entire thing yet.
Yeah.
But there's always one scene where I get in there, and it's sort of like he wants this kid in his life type of thing, like in his daughter's life, because he showed her stuff and they had a zing or whatever, and he's turned into a bat, but because it's daytime, he's trying to fly up to this plane. And you see the smoke coming from it because of the daylight, because of the sun and everything. So he gets there, and then, because he can't talk to him, because if it's a plane, right?
Yeah.
And he's on the outside. So, and he looks over, and you know how planes have those monitors, so you can watch movies? You see it there, and you see it's like their rendition of Twilight, their parody of Twilight, in that style of animation, and
that's hilarious.
And it's like, and he just goes back to, and the voice of the Dracula is Adam Sandler, and he says, "This is how we're represented."
That's pretty
But
funny.
even that, when he gets to the real town, so they're trying to get to the kid who's played by voiced by Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
They come across and it's all these monsters that are with them, like the mummy, Frank, and they call him Frank.
Instead of Frankenstein?
He's not Frankenstein. That's the thing. It's the doctor is Frankenstein.
Yeah.
The monster is just Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
But in this movie, they called him Frank.
Frank.
You know, and so it's Invisible Man, Wolf. Who else? Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Mummy. And the Invisible Man is voiced by David Spade. And all he is because he can't see well, he's got a prescription for glasses. So that's all you see just floating around his glasses.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But they go into the town and he's like, Dracula's like trying to stay away from the sunlight, because he steam up whatever. Right? And what's really funny is the fact that what's going on here? And the guy, this is a monster festival. He's dressed up like Dracula. It's like, and then he just adds on to whatever he says. He just adds on blah 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 blah, and Dracula says, blah. "I don't say that."
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, we're on like 45 minutes.
Wow.
It's pretty good, eh? And I still got to copy over the intro to the thing.
Yeah, we still gotta get coffee.
Still gotta. Are you getting coffee, or do you want me to make you one?
No, we'll get coffee.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna make one here. I bought new coffee today. I wanted to try it.
Oh, okay. Then we'll try that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You get to-go cups.
Yeah. That's what I told you.
Okay.
When you sat down, I said I got 2-go cups. Look, they're right there. Look, Dixie Lee cups, right up there. Dixie cups. They got lids.
How big?
They're big.
They're
like fair size. You know.
I like how you described that. I mean, this is a podcast.
Yeah. No.
You see this picture here?
There's so many ounces.
Yeah, I know. And now you're distracted now.
But I'm not looking at NFL Network, being totally distracted the whole time.
What?
Yeah. What?
Who?
Yeah. What? Yeah. I saw you a couple times.
I told that story so many times now.
And Frank Miller's Batman and.
I know the other story I told people too is that when I told people I do a podcast and everything, and there's this squirrel moment. They said, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I had a squirrel moment." It's like, what's that? It's like, well, when you start doing something and then it's like squirrel.
Yeah.
But there was, and I tell them about the story about the person cleaning the windows there across the way from you, and how it looked like something floating there, like an apparition or something.
Apparition.
And then it just left. And then I looked closer, and I looked a bit more. It was like,
yeah, she's probably cleaning her window today too.
Yeah.
It's Saturday again. Yeah, so this might be episode 12 or 13, not sure.
Let's hope 13.
OJ, you're on Twitter?
Twitter, yes.
Yeah, the real OJ?
No, I wish. No, it's...
You would be in jail right now if you were the real OJ. I'm just saying.
No, it's OJ Costello.
Costello, yeah. Are you related to...
Don't say Elvis.
No, I wasn't going to say... Are you?
Elvis? No. That's not even his real name.
Elvis Costello?
Yeah.
But his last name must be Costello.
No, it's not.
Well, why would he pick that name?
I have no idea.
You should always say, because it's awesome, why don't you...
I don't know why he picked it.
Well...
I was giving it, and it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and then next week we got to do another show. And I'll be there next week. But, hold on for it. Hang on. Cliffhanger here. The weekend after, the 10th, the city finals. So I'll be at basketball.
Yeah, we have a guest that week, too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Greg Tremblay.
Not that I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is.
He's a local filmmaker.
Is he?
Yeah.
So we could talk to him about our script that we'll write in the next few minutes on the way to... I'm going to write it on my iPhone about the
but you're not
reverse zombies.
Yeah, but you're not going to be there.
I know, but if they lose, then I'll be there in the playoffs.
Okay, well, don't say that to your daughter, okay?
No, well, it's been a long season.
Okay, come on, lose. I want to go to this radio show.
But, they also play at the same time we'll be on the air, so it'll be impossible for me to go.
Yeah, exactly, unless they're not there.
But
I do wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, they did lose the other day.
Oh, did they?
To Lockerbie, yeah. It's the second time they lost to them this season, but Lockerbie's also lost to them twice.
So they played them 4 times?
They played them 3 times.
What?
Yeah. During the regular season play, they played them 3 times. So that LaSalle lost to them twice in the regular season and beat them once in the regular season. But in tournament at Laurentian that I was at, they beat them there. So it's kind of like they both won 2 and lost 2 to each other. LaSalle.
Okay.
So they both, like, they've split it basically 2-2, right?
Yeah.
Out of 4 games that they've played, it's 2-2. Okay? So they should make it to city finals. And if they play there, that's the 5th game, and that's the biggest one. So it's like the culmination. Like, whoever wins that is going to be obviously city champs. But it's just, it's a really good game. Really good game.
Really good game.
Yeah, really good game.
Good game.
Entertaining. Like, for free, you go see these games, and it's like...
It's free?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Unlike when I start playing for the Spartans, I'll have to get my wife season pass.
Well, I don't know what's going to go on with that. We tried getting them this year, but they came too late because they wrote down the wrong date.
Yeah.
Or it was a miscommunication for the date that we needed them for. So, but we're going to probably try and do it again this upcoming season.
Yeah. 2011,
we saw these what we called flex tickets, and what it was is admission. It's a $20 card.
Yeah, that's the one I want to get.
And it's admission to that season. It was admission to 4 games.
Yeah.
But I tried to explain to people, and there was a 5th one on there, but the 5th one was for the All-Star game.
Yeah.
But the concept behind it is it's not admission to 4 games. It's a game admission for 4 people.
Yeah, it's like...
So it's like a punch card.
Yeah, but you could go see 4 games yourself.
If you're by yourself, yeah. But if you have people with you, so that's what it's perfect. It's perfect for a family.
Yeah.
You know, because you got 4 people or whatever, you know?
Yeah, that snuck out.
Hey?
That snuck out.
I know I did. And, yeah. So, and then it's done.
I wonder if that picked it up.
I hope not.
I hope not either. I'll have to take it out. I did just fart. You know what I had for supper last night?
Beans. Oh.
Mexican. I had Mexican pizza last night.
Oh,
so,
yeah?
Yeah, so
I had pizza last night,
the
too.
jalapeno peppers are getting me.
Now kicking in?
Yeah.
Kicking?
Kicking in. Okay, so for this episode 12 or 13, won't know till tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it's James.
It's OJ.
OJ. Ehnotherpodcast.com for everything you need. Ehnotherpodcast@twitter.com. And you can email. If you'd like the show, email. We're looking for sponsors. OJ doesn't know yet, but we're looking for sponsors.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, get some sponsors in here. Get some Mangria. Oh, that's Adam Carolla. Fuck,
yeah.
He will never sponsor this show. Anyhow, yeah.
Bubba Booey!
Email ehnotherpodcast@gmail.com. You can send anything there you want. Talk to us. Let us know. Ask us a question. We'll answer it. And then more special guests coming up. Hopefully G-Rant tomorrow. But if not, we'll reschedule it. Get it. I got some other people lined up. It's going to be good. I like it. It's going good. We're getting good numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, bye, OJ.
Bye.
Oh, I was going to stop it on the computer. Fuck, I'm dumb. Thanks for listening, everyone. It means the world to me. It really does. Anotherpodcast.com. You can always find everything that you need for the podcast. There's going to be photos, videos. There's a video YouTube channel that will be going up very shortly. More details on that later. It'll probably be called Another Podcast. So follow us on Twitter, anotherpodcast.com at Twitter, whatever. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Yeah, man, tell you what, the dang old detector, man, talk about government take away freedom of smoke, man, tell you what, the dang old yo, man, get.
Hey, man, I tell you what, man, the dang old boy ain't right, man. I'm gonna talk about no kicking them dang old ass, man. I don't take... For God's sakes, Hank, act like an adult, man. And keep it down, guys, will you? I'm trying to get through an article on vintage Camaros, and I've been on the same dang page for 20 minutes.
Dang old pretty pizza, but I tell you what.